Morning, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
It is a pleasure and an honor to have you back.
Thank you.
Way to go.
Thank you.
All right, you've got Anthony Davis in purple and gold this upcoming season, but you still have some roster spots to fill. What would you like to see the Lakers add this offseason?
Unlike these two guys, I like D'Angelo Russell. Yes, I do. I think he has the ability to play the two. He's definitely a scorer. And he can pass. So, whether he bring the ball up or LeBron bring it up, I think it's going to turn out all right. Yeah.
So, timeout. Did you have any issue with the bridge that he burned the first time he was a Laker with Nick Young?
I didn't think it was a point where he needed to go. I thought it was something that could have been worked out. It was actually a teachable moment that they blew up into this.
I'm going to teach you how to fight. If you don't know how to, I'm going to teach you how to fight. You already know he's supposed to get swollen.
Nah, I don't know about swole. I just think
Q.
Nick Young, you shouldn't be,
Q.
Here's what I was told by the great Bernie Mac. If you play with a puppy, he's going to lick you in the mouth and bite you on the lip. And that's what happened with Nick. He was playing with a puppy.
Yeah.
He got licked in the mouth and bit on the lip.
Hey, what you do with the puppy?
Well, you don't kill the puppy.
No, you don't kill him. I ain't going to kill him.
You probably stop playing with him so much.
Puppy go in the house. You trying to potty train him. You know what you do? You get that newspaper, right? And you wear him out. Well, I don't need no newspaper. Cube, you already know.
Man, you don't wear out no puppy, man. Leave the puppies alone.
Yeah, he ain't
it's
no puppy.
It's a teachable moment, too.
I'm going to teach him. You're right. He won't ever do that again. Go ahead, Skip.
So you think LeBron plus Anthony Davis is enough as the two cornerstones to win a championship?
Yeah, I think that's enough. We still got to add the right pieces. It takes more than two to tangle and to win that chip. So, it's the role players, Can they play their role at a high level all the time? That's the key.
How do you feel about Jeannie Buss and all of the laughingstock issues that have faced your front office over the last 3 or 4 months? She talked about it the other night on the red carpet, and to me, she wasn't real convincing about it.
I always say laugh now, cry later, So the people that was laughing at us for the last 6 years, I don't hear all the laughing no more. I don't hear the chuckles no more. Everybody's now saying what we need to do to win the championship. So I've always had faith in the Buss family ever since
the
Daddy was there doing it well. And I have faith in Jenny. So we've always tried to make the right moves. Sometimes they just don't work out, Dwight Howard, Steve Nash, that was an attempt to get us back where we needed to be. Just didn't work. So now we got LeBron. We'll see AD. The front office, all they can do is put the pieces together. It's really up to the coach and for the players to buy into it and make it work.
They might have $27 million. Would you like to see them go out and get a tier guy? Say a superstar, obviously it doesn't say Kawhi's not coming, or would you like them to surround with pieces, quality players, as opposed to another superstar to go with AD and LeBron?
I like quality players.
See,
I don't. This whole you have to have a big three is Kawhi has taught us that that's not absolutely necessary.
But you can't hope one of the best players in the world and one of the greatest shooters of all time get injured. Because you and I know we're having a different conversation if KD's healthy, right?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a different conversation, but that's how sports go. Yeah. We have a different conversation about a lot of championships if injuries didn't step in. So injuries are a part of sports, so you can't cry over that. We would have beat the Pistons in '89.
If Magic Hampton.
If we wasn't injured. You know what I mean? We would have beat them in '04. If we wasn't injured.
Y'all wasn't injured.
We was injured.
Y'all had some bickering going.
Yeah,
you remember what happened? Yeah, you remember what happened in '04.
I remember what happened.
Okay.
We had injuries.
And what happened? And Shaq was going to lump him up because what? He ran his mouth. See what I'm talking about?
That was actually between Kobe and
Shaq.
And Carl. But
no. I'm saying when Kobe got his trouble, and then he told the investigator.
See, that's your problem. You believe those Colorado police. No. I don't believe them.
Okay.
But you're from Colorado, so you. That's why you believe everything they say. I don't believe those police.
Will Shaq go put paws on him?
When? At what point? It was always going to put paws on each other.
No, I think it's going to be more Shaq putting paws on him.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
So what did you make, now that the smoke is cleared, in Magic's sudden I'm out of here?
You know, it was always a strange fit to me anyway, that Magic had to work. You know, like you gave Magic a Robin, you know what I'm saying, to work with. I thought that was strange from day one. So, you know, I was looking for it to go more this way than to be, you know, one big happy family. And, you know, in Magic defense, when everything went wrong, it was Magic's fault. You know, nobody was hollering Rob. It's Rob's fault. And when everything went right, he had to share the spotlight with Rob. And it's like, come on, you know, I gotta be Magic. So I understand him walking out the door at the time he did when he did it. And Magic can do no wrong in my eyes. I don't know why y'all up here talking to me about that.
Magic pulled an ice cube in NWA. You just walked out the building.
Hey, you know, when it ain't right, you got to go. You got to go.
But here's the thing. Okay, if they give you a title, you understand what comes along with this, right? Yep. Now, you're not Magic. You're Irving Johnson in this role. You're Magic Johnson now as the ambassador walking around saying, oh, yeah, it'd be great, get this guy. But once you become an executive, you're Irving Johnson, which means you have to do things that executives do, like go scout, like go watch guys play. You don't get to go on vacation and then tell somebody else to do that, and then when they rat you out, talk about, oh, he backstabbing me. He didn't say, well, I wasn't in the office. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do.
Why is Magic there with Rob Pelinka? Huh? Why did Magic go there with Rob Pelinka?
He could have told. Because what?
Rob, you take your butt to watch somebody scouting. You let me know the thing, give me the tape, and then I'll bring him in for a workout. That's how Magic do it. Rob, what you doing, boy? I got stuff to do. You need to get to work.
That's not how
that's how it go. That's how it go when you Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to give me Robin, I'm going to put Robin to work. You know what I mean? Batman ain't got to do it all.
He was Irving then.
Okay. Well, that's why he left, because when you Irving, sometimes you can't work your Magic.
Okay. Okay.
Like that. Well said. Man was a poet. You know? So speaking of Magic, one thing I've always loved about you is that you grew up seeing championships made before your very eyes. Magic won multiple championships, and then Shaq and Kobe won championships.
Yes.
So that brings us to LeBron and AD. And you just mentioned about Anthony Davis. We'll see, you know, and you've always had a we'll see attitude, which Laker Nation has, like, show us first. We're not going to embrace you till you do it for us, right? So how much more do you need to see, A, from LeBron, and then B, what do you want to see from Anthony Davis?
Well, I mean, I want to see Anthony Davis dominate. I want to see LeBron help Anthony dominate and get his in the flow. Because I think, you know, when you got a player like LeBron, I think he can turn it on and take over a game. And I think he really should encourage AD to take over, and he'll get his on the back end. Because you never know you never know when it's like AD say, I can't do it tonight, LeBron, you're going to have to take this. And I want to make sure LeBron got the energy and is ready to take over when need be.
Yeah, we ready. The best thing to happen, we didn't know it at the time, was us this injury and missing the playoffs. Because for the first time, we ain't got to play 100-plus games.
Yeah. I always thought LeBron wanted to come here to get a year of rest. I always thought that. I thought, you know, making the playoffs the first year, like, who would want to after playing 9 years in the finals?
So you were okay with last year just being a kind of a year off for him?
Yeah, I was expecting that. Even if he stayed healthy the whole year, I was expecting the Lakers not really to make the playoffs.
Okay. Now that he has a co-star, you expect what next year?
Parade? I don't know about parade, but I expect us to get deep.
Parade coming through
and
Beverly
these
Hills.
and then we can have a back-to-back on those last.
I need the parade coming through Beverly Hills. I ain't gonna be able to make it
It's
downtown.
Beverly Hills. It's
coming, man.
I can't make it downtown.
Oh, Lord,
I need to come through Beverly Hills, Bel Air area.
Yeah, you won't be able to get home then.
We do it downtown, and like, you gonna stay in Beverly Hills and Bel Air and Malibu.
I mean, the parade can come through. We want to
No
celebrate.
parades coming through there, bro. Got to make it downtown Los Angeles.
What can fans expect this season, Ice?
I mean, great basketball. You know, we just had our week 1 in Detroit and Indianapolis last weekend. Great basketball. You know, ISO Joe still got it.
Oh, John.
You know, Catino Mobley, 43, still giving him 28 points.
Will Bynum was kicking.
Yeah, Will Bynum doing his thing. So, we've expanded to 12 teams. We play on 2 nights a week, and the competition level has just went through the roof.
So you have put your heart and soul in this project. And I know I said when you first started that everything you've ever touched has turned to gold. This is a hard mountain to climb. It's a tough one, but you're hanging in there with this, and you still believe in its future.
Yes, without a doubt. I think, 3-on-3 basketball is an American sport, invented right here in America. And there's no reason why when we elevate it to the professional level, it shouldn't work. It has everything you can want in sports. And, I believe is something that the American public really love. Around the world, they're going to really love where this league is going. It's not really about where we are now. It's about the potential of this league and where it can be in 5 years when, the intersection of the American interests into the sport and what we're doing with the league crosses. It's going to be pretty combustible.
So back to the other league, the one called the NBA. Where do you think all the big free agent prize dominoes are about to fall? Like, what's your gut on Durant and then down the line? What happens?
Well, it's hard to see because it's like one domino fall. It could affect where other people go. We've seen Anthony Davis get moved. Conley was
Mike Conley went to Utah.
Yeah, got moved. I think the major pieces are Durant and
Kawhi.
Kawhi too. I forgot about Kawhi and Kyrie. Those are the 3 major pieces, and so the wind will blow wherever they go. So will they link up? Who knows? Kawhi coming back to the Clippers to me is a joke. Why would you leave championship status to come to an organization that's never got
you hear that, Skip?
To the Western Conference
Never.
Finals. So it makes no sense to me.
That's spoken like a true Laker fan.
Yeah, I am. So that to me makes no sense. I believe he's going to stay.
What if he does join the Clippers? How much of a threat would that be to your Lakers?
None.
Because
they're the Clippers.
They're the Clippers, like they're just doomed from the start?
Until they do something other than what we've seen in the past, I can't give them future credit for something I've never seen them do in your backyard.
Gut feeling, if KD and Kyrie do team up, they will wind up where? Just best guess.
Everybody's saying Brooklyn, but if they're going to go to New York, they might
go to New York.
To the Knicks.
I agree.
Do it.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is great, but if they're going to go to New York, go do it.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.